Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Listen.
4K, man. 4K. All day. Every day. Except for still probably not at high detail.
Games. Gaming. Speaking of gaming, 256 gaming bytes.
Power!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, I think we're live.
Oh, is that our theme song now?
What?
That mishmash of sound clips?
Yeah, I mean, I was. Hopefully, our audience heard that.
I mean, I did, but I'm not in the audience.
Yeah, I think they should have. So,
Hi, everybody.
hi everybody. You want to check? Let's see about our stream here.
It says we're live. I'm gonna pull it up and see if it's actually playing anything. Please hold.
Please hold.
Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like we're back to Hangouts
For the time being.
for the time being, because Discord was fucking with us. Fuckers.
It's all fucky.
So we're kind of doing a hybrid of the OBS and the Hangouts right now, because you can't do the Hangouts on air anymore, but you can still use it as a messenger and
Shut up, Jed.
talking and stuff. But
Shut
Hey,
up, Jed.
all right, I was thinking that we could go to like Skype or something, but I mean,
Skype is always fucky with me, though. Like, I have it, and it always is, like, shitty.
yeah. But I mean,
I don't...
we're running out of chat apps, man.
Uh,
I mean,
free ones, anyway.
yeah.
We're not getting paid for this shit.
I mean, I think YouTube they're doing that chat on or something. I forget.
Wax off?
Oh.
Well, anyway. What's Ian been up to?
Keep kicking that kicking wang. I'm no a lot doing getting some 3D work done, going on more dates and stuff. I supposed to go on a date tomorrow. We're gonna meet for dinner. Probably gonna meet at Chipotle and then hang out at the mall for a little bit, and then we're gonna go see that. Did you hear about that movie? That Annabelle's Curse or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to see that.
You know, like those scary movies, man.
I mean, I wouldn't say that shit's scary. It's just... Because, Go ahead.
You know, like the supernatural or like horror or whatever.
No, that's not it at all. No, I've seen, like... Because, you gotta remember, I like sci-fi, horror, and stuff. I've seen all, like, The Conjuring and all that shit. And
Yeah, that's what that's based from, I guess, is there was a Annabelle doll in the Conjuring movie.
I always get, The Conjuring... Is that the one with the... That they made, like, 3 or 4 of them where the, or is it Cedar I'm thinking of? I always get them confused.
No, they only did a couple of the Conjuring. That one was, I think it was like about a witch or something.
What was the one with, like... There's basically like a um like a spirit trying to come back to the world, and like they abduct the daughter, and the dad goes into the spirit realm to get the daughter out.
Oh, you
But
mean Poltergeist?
no, 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 no. This is a current movie.
Well, that
Like,
was they did do a current remake, but
god damn it! Now I gotta Google it. I saw this like series of them, and I had no interest of it. And like
mm,
my wife and I binge watched them because they were on TV one week when we had like we had like free HBO or one of those channels for the weekend,
hmm.
and we watched all those. We watched like pretty much all of the stupid. What was the one where the couple puts a camera in their house and like fucking
Yeah,
films all the crazy shit?
yeah. You're thinking about Paranormal Activity. That you either love or hate that.
It's so bad, yet we had to keep seeing where it goes next. And like, yeah,
The last one I thought was better. It had a little bit more storyline in it.
I mean, they're all ripoffs of the Blair Witch,
Yeah.
which is in itself a ripoff, but I digress. In the
It's like,
'90s,
that's easy.
I was not a Blair Witch fan in the '90s, so I
Yeah.
mean, I liked stuff with story, with structure, and
Yeah.
the idea of a found footage like is I understand it is cheap and easy to make, but the thing is that people believed it was real for some reason,
Yeah.
and like that's it sounds cool and intriguing that they went through all that trouble, but then the thing is now movie productions are like always trying to top it, and people are going to end up getting killed or shot, you know, and it's going to end up going too far. I could see that happening
Yeah.
because like they were always trying to prove curse. Like you think if you don't agree with me, all I gotta say is Slender Man.
Yeah.
That's just some bullshit meme, and two girls tried to kill their friend to fucking summon him. I don't. Anyway,
Did you hear about that? What was that one? It was like a doll with uh like dark black hair that was like it was like kind of like a show for kids or something. It was like really creepy and it would tell you to like do bad stuff or something. I forget what that was called.
mm. Howdy doody.
She kind of reminded me of that girl from The Ring, which I guess that girl that played that is like a hot model now or something.
Hmm. Trying to find out because like I saw the sequels here. Okay, the third one. Let me see if this is because I'm reading the synopsis. Uh, Co-producing,
Synapses.
pre-production. Where the hell's the plot? Oh, they don't say it. It's just like the sequel,
Where the hell is this plot in this porno?
right? The son, do you know what you want to be when you grow up? Yes, Dad. I want to be a plumber or a pool man. Dad, you watch too much porn.
I want to grow up to be a plot writer for porno movies.
Yeah, I hate the damn things all like they reprise their roles. I'm like, just tell me what the fuck happens. This shit came out years ago at this point. Yeah, there's a sequel in 2013. Okay, when did the sequel come out? Oh, the third one isn't even out yet? I thought it was already out. Hold on. Damn it. Okay, so it's well, it must not have been The Conjuring then if there's like three of them. What the hell was it I saw? It was um paranormal. Well, yeah, paranormal investigators. They traveled in. No. Oh wait, Janet. I don't know. Anyway, I'll look it up later because this is stunning radio right here.
Yeah.
But no,
So,
there's shit I'm not a fan of, and like Annabelle just seemed like bad Chucky
uh,
because Chucky itself was bad Chucky. But then when you start seeing how they like the new one, I refuse to see it.
the new Chucky.
I love Mark Hamill, but I can't. No. And a dude summarized it for me because like he's not an embodiment of a ghost. He's just a fucking rogue AI. And I'm like, okay, that breaks Asimov's law of robotics. So no.
Are you gonna go see that second It movie?
The what?
The It Chapter 2? I
Oh,
just recently watched the first new one.
No.
Uh,
No, my wife saw the first one. I had no interest in seeing the first one. The second one looks like their original, just redone. So,
did you like the original It movie?
I mean, it did scare the bejesus out of me for a shitty TV horror movie. And, like, Tim Curry was in it. So,
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I've never seen the original one, and I mean, I thought the first new one was pretty good, so I guess I would have liked the original then.
well, my wife wanted to see the new one, and I had, or the first one, and I had no interest.
Yeah.
And she saw it, and she's like, "Well, it really could have been any other horror movie. It didn't have to be it."
Yeah. Were
So
you
I
a
didn't
fan
understand.
of the Stephen King movies in general?
Um, I look at those. I'm tainted by the internet reviews of them because I saw them in the '90s and stuff when they came out, and at the time I was scared because I was a little kid in the '90s. Ooh, I'm sneaking watching something on HBO. Ooh, but
Yeah.
now like looking back, you realize how goofy and not real well written or well produced some of them were. Like I love the whole plot of the Langoliers, or how you pronounce it, Langoliers, or I don't know, but Langoliers, whatever the hell it is.
I think
The
that one is right.
the the plot is okay. The writing is, the acting is, and
What do you
like,
think that the books are like way better then?
oh, I didn't say that either.
Uh,
King can't write an ending to save his fucking life.
well, that's what he's known for, huh?
Well, yeah, he writes about a million pages of character, disposition and like what's going on and character development that goes fucking nowhere. Like the book you wrote about the guy who's supposed to stop JFK's assassination, that was the premise. He said, "I'm thinking about writing a book about a guy who goes to stop the JFK assassination." He said that. His son helped him write the book. It's not that great. I was like, okay, yeah, no. Like, I got a collection of short stories he wrote, and the best thing I think he's ever written, obviously, was Shawshank, which was, the novelette was slightly different than the movie. The movie was a masterpiece. I think we can all agree on that if you've ever seen it.
Yeah.
It's great, and it was filmed in my hometown, even better. But the novelette, somebody saw that and said, "I can make that better." And actually, like, adaptations are usually horrible. From one thing to a different medium, it usually loses something and turns to crap. And King doesn't usually transfer well. So, but it could be like the one basically was the Kubrick one I'm thinking of. I can't think of the title at the moment.
Shining?
Yeah. Here's Johnny. That wasn't, a straight King production, but it turned out to be it's its own thing, and then they redid it for some reason to try to stay closer to the novel. Funny enough, my wife and I really liked the show Haven that was on Sci-Fi, and it was loosely based off of a Stephen King book. And I mean, like, the loosest sense loose, like the title, and I think maybe the character names.
The loosest of butthole loose.
Oh no, like basically loose like a bag of leaves that somebody forgot to tie up on the side of the road. But that could describe a butthole, sure. Louis C.K. used it as a reference. But yeah, so I mean, like, you know, that wasn't really a King movie. Pet Sematary 2, that was not based off a book at all. And that was, in my mind, I was like, oh, no wonder it was no good. He didn't write it. But then they made Cujo, and he doesn't even remember writing it because he was drunk the whole time he wrote it. So the whole time I was just like feeling bad for, you know, the dog, because I'm like, oh, the dog's got rabies.
Yeah.
And
I do want to at least give that new Pet Cemetery a try.
I'm bummed out that the cat already died from it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, poor Church. Bless you.
Thank you. But, anyways, what have you been up to, Frank?
Getting way too in depth about movies.
Yeah.
That no one cares about. No, it's not that I don't like horror. Ian, like I said, I'm very picky about everything. I try to put a radio station on, and every other song I can't stand, I grab it and I put something else on to put it down. Oh, that 30 seconds is over. I got to put another song on, and I can't get anything done. Movies, I'm the same fucking way. I'm like, it's either like, yes, this is beautiful, I'm crying, it's so perfect, or change the channel.
Are you picky about some of your own stuff that you've liked before, too?
Oh, yeah, I'm my own
If you're
worst
in the mood
critic.
for it or whatever.
Yeah, like everything I've ever loved, I keep, and I'll go, maybe I'll revisit this, and I watch it, I go, ooh, yeah, I was in a weird phase when I liked this. You know, because not everything I have I enjoy all the time. I have 2 hard drives just full of TV shows.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you know, there's some good nuggets in there, you know, like Married with Children's in there, and, you know, I don't know what, a lot of shows like I like Dick Van Dyke, I could put on to, you know, right now and watch it.
Yeah.
But then you got, like, you know, I don't think I have Friends. I watched it when it was on, but I made a point not to get it again because it was just on. We had more than 3 channels in the 90s. 90s kid.
You got Boys Meets World on there?
Yeah, I need to buy Girl Meets World because it's like, I've seen some episodes when like we got the Disney Channel for free on the weekends, and it's not bad. It's in the same vein.
Dude, did you see how old and feeble that Mr. Feeney looks now on there?
I mean,
he wasn't like he gonna die, man.
He wasn't like that fresh when the show was started.
Yeah, I know.
And now
it's just crazy to see him like that.
And I did it backwards. Everybody else like knew him as Kit, and I didn't know him as Kit until after the first run of the original show. So now I can't see him without thinking, "But Michael." Demonetized.
I mean, it wasn't the Girl Meets World. It wasn't that great. I mean, it was good to see a lot of the original characters, but I mean, I do have to admit, it probably did have some potential, but it just sucks then that the show got canceled or whatever.
Oh, it got canceled? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So you could buy the whole show now.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. The new show doesn't strike a chord for us because we're old. We like the original people. They're the parents now. The kids now care about the kids in the current generation. Like, if you know, like DuckTales, they remade that, and I'm like, why don't you just rerun the old episodes? Which they totally can. That was on a reaction video. Like, they let 5-year-olds watch DuckTales, and they're like, oh, I want to watch this now. This is good.
Well,
And
if you were to make an unbiased comparison, just not even based talking about quality or anything, like the newer things, like each episode was like it was like there was like hardly any. From what I saw, wasn't like hardly any drama. Everything was like perfect, feel good compared to the old show where even Sean and Corey where they've had actual physical fights and stuff.
Well, that show also like it changed every season. Like it could be just a straight comedy. Like Sean swam to Hawaii on an episode.
Yeah.
And they made a living in Hawaii on their honeymoon. They decided to move to Hawaii and make coconut sculptures and carvings, and that's how they made a living for a while. And that was just written off. That was a serious thing. And then what happened a couple of episodes later? Corey beats up, oddly enough, his real life brother.
Well, I just liked how real it was a lot of times.
Well, yeah. They gotta find a balance between being its own thing and doing something new, and harping on the old shit just to remind you of what you're watching. Because like they're redoing all that, which it made my butt pucker watching it as a kid because it was teenagers. So now I totally go, oh, well, okay. And then, like, you got, what was the other one? That's the new Twilight Zone. They can either literally flat out remake episodes, or they can try to make a standing on, oh, this is a modern problem. You gotta find a good, I don't know. Even Rod Sterling couldn't find an exact ground from original Twilight Zone to the later Night Gallery, which he just produced. He didn't write, and it's a fine line to walk.
Yeah.
Gotta keep the audience interest. But
oh yeah,
we're not doing that right now. So let's get on to videos of the week.
Well, what about no? What have you been up to? Anything different or any
Nah,
video games?
Working overtime. Nah, that's it.
Overtime. Working for the man.
Working for the man every night and day.
You get any video games last weekend in?
A little bit. I leveled up to, I think I'm like 27. I'm a filthy casual. Floyd makes fun of me. I've sat in this chair and played Fallout for 8 hours straight, and yet I'm still a fucking casual. Like a mutual friend of me and Floyd was like, I looked at his out like when Battlefield came out. He's like, I looked at his play log. And he's like, he has hundreds of hours in that game. How the hell do you do that?
Well, like Nate's the type of person he just likes playing game after game. He never really actually beats any of his games.
Well, I mean, you can't really beat Fallout, especially 76, because it's open world. Not really like you don't win. I mean, even if you launch nukes, then you just go on and do it again, or
I'm just saying he's more fickle with his games.
Mm-hmm.
So you're dedicated.
Well, I play the same. There's a certain amount of grind I like to do. I do like to go back because, especially with a larger open world map, I like to go back and go, oh yeah, the super mutants. I forgot. In certain places, I'm like, oh, because they spawn. Like, say I'll find a base that is in the game that enemies spawn at, and they are supposed to spawn based on the levels of the people around. So if they spawn based on my level, I'm like, oh, these guys are nothing, and I take them down easy. But if there's someone higher level than me that I don't know about, and they spawn based on him, I totally get decimated.
Yeah.
So it's been enjoyable.
Do you like open world games or exploring and stuff? Because like that's what I've been doing because they've just put Dead Rising 4 on that Game Pass, so I've been playing that lately. And I love to explore and shit.
Yeah, I like to wander around. My mission is to go until the game goes, you can't go that way. And I go, okay. Literally, I'll be like, okay, that's the edge of the map in this direction, and I turn around, and I go, and then it goes, You can't go that way. Okay, that's the other edge. So I've literally only done that to the left side of the map. The whole west coast I've gone down. The east side is not only further away, but higher level villains and baddies. So yeah, I will totally get creamed. People go down there when they want to farm high level of stuff. So, but anyway, hey, Soda Talk, what you drinking on?
Soda talk. Soda talk. You got a question for me then?
I don't give a fuck.
I do have plenty to.
Soda
Well,
Talk
not-
with Frank
I don't
and
know
Ian.
about plenty, but a good amount of soda talk today, actually. So I'm gonna warm up to the finale here, so I'm gonna start off with some smart toilet water.
Man, you look horrible on my end. My network must suck.
Look,
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I got this. I'll just be slow. I got Fanta pineapple. They started having this back in the in Marks again in the bottles. So I've been getting that. And then got a can of the Liberty Brew Mountain Dew. They still have some cans of that at Marks.
Have fun for your money and save at Mark's.
And then they also had this. I'm not sure if I was gonna ask you. I decided to wait for the show, but they started having this Mountain Dew.
Oh, the I thought I discussed that on an episode once. The Voodoo mystery flavor.
Voodoo mystery flavor. Yeah, they had this, and I have tried it. It's pretty good.
What would you say it
What did
is?
we say? Well, to me, it tastes kind of like liquid candy corn, kind of, or some kind of candy, you know.
Well, that's the problem
Halloween
with like
candy.
a lot of the flavors. Like I've heard reviewers say, "See, if someone didn't tell me that's what this was, I would guess this." And it makes like when what was it, Sweet Honey or whatever the hell, Sweet Lightning came out, the one that's the peach and honey or whatever from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Like the guy thought it was mango something, and I'm like, yeah, I can get that because it just tastes like candy.
Yeah, you can kind of see it is like a clear. There's no like color in there.
But yeah, I've heard about that one. I haven't had a chance to get it yet. I'm finishing up a Speedway. Do I look like a pixelated crap, by the way?
No.
Okay,
we are
good.
kept
Good.
at 720p though for
Well,
hangouts.
I mean, you on my end, you totally look like an old flip phone. So I can't make out your eyes, but whatever. So I'm finishing up a Mountain Dew Cyclone that I got from Speedway. This was $1.30 something for 40 ounces.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And then they also had it's a Game Fuel flavor there. It's a freeze. I was like, oh, I should get that. Nah, because I was gonna get a drink for my wife at Taco Bell, and I didn't want to put more shit than my cup holder could hold. So I got just this for me and her drink at Taco Bell. And then I got 2 cans of ice in my mug here for when I finish up. So I got some toilet water when I feel like being healthy, because every once in a while I'm like, oh, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have drank all this caffeine. And then we were cleaning out the fridge, and my wife's like, are you ever going to drink this thing? So
oh yeah.
this is a Monster Mutant. I got one before, and I did not like the taste, Sam. I am. It tasted like sweaty feet. It was just like you ever get really dehydrated, like you're sick, and your parents are worried about you, so they give that Pedialyte or Pediasure, whatever the hell the thing they give to babies who have the shits, and you drink a sip of it and go, "No, I'm all better, Mom. I don't need this." And like, that's what it tastes like. It's just like the last one I remember, I think it tasted like grape water and a cup of salt. And I was like, "Oh, I'm never gonna drink that ever." And I just let it sit in the fridge. And like I said, my wife was helping me clean out the fridge. She's like, "Are you ever gonna drink this?" That's why I had a Crystal Pepsi the other day. I was like, "Oh, I still got bottles of this." So I'm like, "Well, I'm tired of looking at this thing. It's 0 fat, 0 carb. Well, no, 0 fat, 0 proteins, 72 grams of sugar, and then 72 carbs." 60 milligrams of sodium. There's the salt. This will be. Hey, Red Dawn. It could be. It could be better. It might not suck. Probably gonna suck.
Hey, yeah, maybe it won't suck the next time. Just like how your computer will suddenly work even though you didn't change anything.
Oh boy.
You almost gag?
No, it's You ever? Okay, say you get a Code Red, and you were drinking it, and you gotta do something else. So you sat it down, and it sat down, and got warm, and then you decide, I'm gonna drink some more of that. So you go grab it, and it's warm. This is not cold, but like still cool from being in the fridge.
Yeah.
It tastes like a warm Code Red. Like that. There's something a little off, but all that sugar, 72 grams of sugar, that's what's making it taste sweet, like flat.
And you said you had multiple of those left?
Oh, no, I only have one of these. I had another flavored. I remember the other flavor was horrible. This one's... I mean, I've drank worse because horrible. I've had like this full of Mountain Dew, and I said, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and drink it because why throw it away? And that's the feeling I get from drinking this. Watered down, flat, but still got... It might be flat because I've had it sitting in my fridge forever, because it's got a bunch of carbs in it. But, I mean, caffeine content, 115 milligrams. Ooh.
Shit.
But, it tastes better than I remember the other one was very salt heavy, and this one, I think it's more sweet, so it probably would have been better cold, fresh. But I was afraid to drink it, so I didn't. I don't even remember what the other one was. I think the other one might have been grape or something. Mm-hmm. Boy, my eyes are really bright when I'm not wearing my glasses.
By the way, I should mention that I was drinking a bunch of this stuff too when the day or that same day, like earlier this week, I had to get more like root canal work done on one of my teeth, and then right a few hours later for dinner we went over to Five Guys, and then I got like a double bacon cheeseburger, and then with fries, and I got like a giant Oreo milkshake.
Yeah.
Plus I was drinking on
like fuck your
dentist,
right?
Yeah, I was drinking on because I love them. They have the limeade Minute Maid, and that's like really tart and acidy. So it's like my teeth are gonna hate me today.
Well, I one of the few really funny jokes that Jeff Foxworthy ever told. He said, I hate that my dentist is making me lie to him. He's like, you haven't been flossing every day. He says, no, not every day. Last time I flossed, you did it. That's funny. But I actually floss twice a day now because my teeth are so fucked up. I
floss every day too. And it's like, now it feels weird. Like if you just get a little bit of thing stuck in your teeth and you're like, oh, I gotta get that out.
Well, I told you I had a gum procedure on mine. Like I actually have gaps in between my teeth now that are huge, and food finds its way in there. It's more. I think it's to make me go, oh yeah, there's something in my mouth. I gotta clean that. Like,
yeah,
because I'll have literally if I'm eating, say, a Chipotle bowl, an entire grain of rice will get stuck in between my teeth
Oh
now.
my god.
Yeah, so I have to get that out because it's rubbing shit and it feels off. And
Do you do like those toothpicks? Because I never liked those.
well, okay, my regimen right now, I brush, then I floss, then I have those in between brush things that you
Yeah.
go in between every tooth. I have a rubber gum massager, and then I have a different. It's like a toothbrush that's in a point, like a felt tip pen kind of point, like a Sharpie tip,
Uh,
but it's made of bristles, and it's on a stick, and I've got one tooth that when he was doing the reconstruction, he's like, yeah, you had a spot where I should have took off more material, but he's like, if I did, you wouldn't have had anything holding this other tooth in. So now there's still a little spot where it's like a pocket where shit goes down in there. So please just use this to get down in there and dig it out. And I can feel it when I'm using that, so I know exactly where to dig and keep from having stuff stuck in it. I use it for just one spot, not my whole mouth, just one spot. And I carry a little in-betweener with me.
yeah, I was gonna ask what do you do when you go out though.
Yeah, I mean, that's only if I get stuff stuck in my teeth. I only really eat, I have breakfast and dinner. I don't really eat lunch anymore. But
Yeah.
but that's you gotta take care of yourself. And anyway,
By the way, we should mention Frank's he's rolling with the big wigs now. He's I guess Jerry liked one of his Twitter posts.
well, it wasn't a my tweet. It was I did a reply to his because he basically his to sum up his tweet. He's like, oh, of all the games that are getting RTX support, Minecraft is the one that might actually make me go back and play it again. And he's like, if I can do 60 FPS.
Yeah.
And I replied, 4K, man, 4K all day. Every day, except probably still not high detail. And as soon as I posted that, he liked it. So I don't know if he remembered that was some shit he said, or if he just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I know.
I screenshot it and I sent it to Ian and said, hey, check this shit out.
Yeah.
Humble
Lisa,
brag.
Are you jelly?
Yeah. And Ian said, goddamn right.
Well, I was gonna say, I guess if I wanted to, I suppose I could always jump on his Patreon or whatever, and then you could actually do like some kind of chat with him or whatever. But
Yeah, but then you're paying him to be friends.
well, yeah, but I mean,
He liked my post for free. This is free.
yeah.
So, anyway.
And that's
now
how
that
I
we
got
got that
to be
done.
friends with that one YouTuber.
Oh, your Dennis buddy?
Yeah, he's I just started commenting on his because you can comment for free on his whenever he does live streams and stuff, and he answers questions and stuff.
And then once I started paying him, he became my friend.
No, I don't think he does like Patreon. He sells his tutorials or whatever. That's how he gets money.
So, but the thing I want to ask is, what's your video of the week?
Video of the week. I'll do it for you.
It's not hide and seek. It's the video of the week.
You have to admit you like that.
It's burned into my brain so much now that I love it.
What is your video of the week here? Let me look at the...
Yeah, you could screen share that. And
Well, let
get
me...
a normal screen now.
I have a Discord up. I'm trying to find your... Oh, I thought you said it was in there. Did I see...
Pretty sure I posted it. I said show needs to be 8:23.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. Mine it for some reason it split mine up. Oh, that's right, because it was too long.
It let me keep it in one this time.
Well, I mean, it is your fucking chat.
Well, sometimes I have to split it up, but I did it on mobile this time because I was driving home.
You weren't driving. You were riding.
Yeah, I was riding shotgun though.
You're riding dirty.
White
Ian's
and nerdy.
riding dirty. Yeah. That's probably us.
Yeah.
Wonder what Chameleonaire is doing now. That's the guy who did Riding Dirty.
That's another movie I think I should probably go and watch because I remember I saw part of it, but like back in the day it just didn't really interest me that much.
What?
Is that
I
like?
gotta.
I'm sure it's probably
gotta-
up there too with the that one movie. That
What?
took forever. I'm forgetting the name of it now. Pulp Fiction.
Joe Mama. I'm sorry, I'm trying to scrub to the beginning. I started watching the video you have in the video of the week, and it remembered where I was. Can I screen share?
You should be able to on the regular one. Yeah, you go in the upper right corner, I think, with the dots. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
3 dots.
It's been a minute since I've used this way.
Yeah.
Hold on, Doc.
Hold up.
Hold up.
No, it's like you said before. Hold up. HOL.
Yeah. Okay. So
So guess what? Skunkworks is going away.
great. He gets to bitch
Yep.
about some other things, coolant changing colors. By the way, I wanted to take a second to talk about since this is on YouTube. At work, I started tweaking with my enhancer for YouTube settings,
Oh, yeah.
which, for those of you who don't know or don't care, I used to have magic actions and use it, and they started popping up a lot with like ads and get all this crap, and I'm like, this is really invasive and annoying. So I literally just looked up stuff that was similar because my main function, I wanted to be able to watch a video and turn the volume up and down, and then with just like scrolling the mouse wheel. And then I started looking at this. This has a lot more features than I thought it did initially. Like, you can set your automatic play to like your preferred quality, and it gives you 4 qualities to choose from. So, you set your highest, your lower than high, your your medium, and then your lowest you'll do. And this does remember per browser. So like, it doesn't do a universal setting. Like my computer, I'm still signed in under my Google name at work, but the browser I use there, it remembers the settings on that one fine, and then this one, it remembers the settings here. And you can also, I told you dark mode for whatever reason, when I used like the stylish to change the dark mode, it wouldn't actually, like, it wouldn't change anything. Let me open just YouTube itself, the homepage in a browser window here. When you would change it, it would make it white, or you wouldn't do anything. Or it would do is just cover up, like when you scrub through a video, like it would scrub the timeline bar. So this actually gives you different options for like the when you automatically give the focus back to the player. You can block ads and stuff. But then the theme, there's the YouTube default theme, and it's did not show it, or do I have to refresh? Oh yeah, see how the YouTube logo is red in the left-hand corner? Well, if I go back in the enhancer, like there's a Ubuntu purple, and see how it makes everything purple? This is actually like Vivaldi's default dark mode right here. It's kind of funny. And there's literally, like, these are user ones, I think. There's Deep Dark by Retaro HD, Deep Dark by KDE, and I was clicking through these. There's like a Discord, Firefox Dark, Firefox Quantum Dark, which is that the one I was using? Sorry, refresh. There we go. Yeah, it makes like the link parts blue instead of red, and you can either do gray and black or gray and gray. And I literally just clicked through until I found the one I liked best. Like there's an orange dark for like see how it makes everything orange, kind of Halloweeny.
Yeah.
And then some of them are actually like will change the actual like dark level and stuff. Like this one just makes it gray. What the hell's Firefox Dark? Yeah, it's like a blue. I mean, and then you could do a custom thing because there's scripting down here. I'm not gonna pretend I know any of that stuff. So.
Yeah, you won't even just like copy and paste some code from me for you to exclude some websites.
Nah, son.
I will say that I mean it's pretty cool. I just wish that they had a like kind of like the RGB stuff. They need to unify it more. It seems like it's pretty fragmented. Like unify like from the OS all the way to the software and all that stuff.
Right. Well, see, a lot of this it understands that it's HTML5, and like I didn't realize that the default volume level it defaults to 50, and I was like, well, that's bullshit. Let me turn it up to 100. Well, that actually I thought wouldn't be too bad, but like I thought that I have a speaker, like an external speaker plugged into the computer at my work, and it was always too quiet. And lately I've been using it when I had it set to 100, I had to turn it down. And I'm like, well, shit. And I didn't realize if you're watching a video, say full screen, when you full screen, let me see, does it pop up for you or just me? Shut up, Jay. Shut up. Well, must not be full screen. When you are watching a video, you get this little thing pop up that tells you, oh, here's some extra features you can do. Like, there's a volume boost button, and it actually makes it louder. So I don't know how it does that, but it's kind of cool. Let me refresh here. I like that it makes the video actually take up more space. Like I can default it because I like cinema mode. Because here we go. Can you see this little toolbar down here in the middle?
Yeah.
There's remove ads, cinema mode, resize the player, detach player, boost the volume, loop video. You can change the speed, and then options. And then, like when you scroll down, say I scroll down to the comments and whatnot, you can see in the top left it pinned the video. So the video, well, like if you have it playing instead of just hearing the sound, you can actually still see the video in the corner. And in your options, you can select what size you want that pin player to be pinned at. Yeah. So you can go all the way up to 1280 by 720. So that's if you got a big enough screen.
Yeah. Do you like when you go back in like your browser or whatever when you're playing YouTube videos and the video will still be playing in the little lower right hand corner?
What do I use that option?
Well, I mean it was on for me by default. I don't know if you could turn it on or off.
Mine never did that, and plus in my settings it's ticked to pause a video that opens in a new window.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean that way I can open different videos and only play it when I launch it.
Yeah.
But
that's cool.
Anyway, back to this video because I started watching it too. So Skunkworks is going away, but he's building something new.
Yeah, he's got a new case picked out and stuff to replace his because this case is like you could do like it's like double thick rads or something on the top because I saw it was like 2 rows of fans.
Well, did you
yeah, like that.
Did you watch it? him unbox this case or whatever?
No, no,
Oh,
I
that's
just saw
right.
him in this video.
Yeah, he did another video with the case that I thought was going to be the one he used, but no, he's doing another build with that. Amazingly, this is the Inwin, and they did a second run of this because, like he said, there was only like 15 of them made at this time. It's like $1,000 case.
Yeah, and then he's talking about actually custom painting this thing.
Well, because the finish comes off on you, and it like makes sure you leave film on it with like just wiping it down with a paper towel. Bits of paper towel come out on it. That would get annoying.
I don't know how much she's gonna paint it. I mean, I wish him good luck. Hopefully, he doesn't mess up a $1,000 case or whatever.
Well, I mean, he knows what he's doing at this point. He painted Terry Cruz's case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
he did it. I thought you probably have like other people do that stuff.
well, I mean, it wasn't a factory thing, and if he's wanting it to look nice, he's not gonna. He was talking about having like actual like metal hardline tubing.
Yeah.
In this case, so. But the funny thing is, go ahead.
It would be interesting to see like his gunmetal or whatever he was thinking about doing to that, and see like a custom version of that case, you know.
Well, because this is not like this is not the most crazy water cooling case he could have picked, because the other case he could put like 480s in it and shit. And this one, the only crazy thing is you could put dual power supplies in it, because was it the Dominator? Is that what the motherboard was called?
Yeah, I think so.
It had to have 2 8-pins. So, and he's running a couple of those Corsair SSDs, which is funny because they're for PCIe 4, but the motherboard doesn't support it, but it's still faster than, normal, I guess.
Yeah.
I think he's going to use an older CPU that he used with when he was doing the RIP Gamers Nexus. And that's where I didn't, continue watching yet, so I didn't pick off. Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, I did. I mean, yeah, he was just going through and showing like the different stuff that he wanted to do with like the liquid cooling and stuff, and yeah, he had like he mounted his the motherboard and a couple of the 2080s on there that with the like the nickel plates on them, and it looked pretty good.
Well, like he said, you got to do fitment test, because you can say you're going to do something all day long, and then once you bolt it in, you're like, oh wait, so might as well do it now and before you get everything filled with water.
Yeah, and he did say that case was meant to be where you could have like 2 power supplies in there, but he's only going to use one, so he said it'll give him a lot of extra room too for the water cooling stuff.
Well, did you see how much space he's got between the motherboard and the radiator?
Yeah.
I mean, he could put 2 radiators in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My shit's like right up against the VRMs.
Yeah. And he's talking about doing custom this and that, and it's going to be like a huge project. It's definitely not going to be like a one-day build,
I mean, I enjoy those, and I agree with him because, the montages are great, but no, actually, get into it, because, everybody can do a montage, but if they don't discuss what they are doing, you don't have a clue, and all the comments are the same people, same thing asked over and over again.
Yeah, I like seeing the evolution of the case,
Well, excuse me. There was a guy on Optimum Tech. He built it was my case, a Define S2 with I think it was an E8TX motherboard with the Threadripper, and he did all the cooling and everything, but he just did a montage of him building it. He didn't discuss it at all, and I don't think that computer is even on the channel anymore.
Yeah.
all his breakdown videos where he discusses things are on his bullshit Dan case, which I get it. You know, if you want a small form factor computer, that's awesome. You know, I wouldn't mind having like the what's the one, the Lin Lee or the N1 that has the handle that pops up so you can take it to lands. That's cool, but
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that. I wanna see the thing that I'm gonna build in. So it just like, you know, he's so proud of it. He put it together and he made a video. He put music to it, and then he never talks about it again, and that drives me nuts. So
Yeah.
yeah, this has been a good video. I'm gonna probably sit and watch the rest of it some other time.
Yeah, if you're curious about the reason that he's doing this, just because it's like gonna be a lot better of a computer. Yeah, he basically said he had Skunkworks for 5 years, and it's basically time for a change. He was really happy with the way it looked on the inside of Skunkworks, but he said the outside was pretty plain, whereas this is a lot more like stylized and stuff.
I mean, it was a
All
Case
glass
Labs
and
case.
everything.
You know, Case Labs were great, but at the time they were ahead of their time. But it's an old case at this point.
Yeah, was that tempered glass, or was that just like acrylic back then?
I don't fucking know. But like, I can't imagine looking at something that old with your stuff in it, because like my Define R5 that I made at the time, I thought it was cutting edge and the latest and greatest. And now looking at it, I'm like, boy. It's like when you watch YouTube videos from like 5 years ago and you're like, oh, this is that old? Oh. I look at my case and I'm like, oh. I mean, it still functions great. I could put, new hardware in it today and it would look new. But I can't imagine that big of a gap.
Yeah.
So,
Now, can
anyway.
your current case, is that pretty good with water cooling?
It's built with water cooling in mind.
Okay, good.
It actually supports more water cooling than the R6, which is basically the same case. You could modify the R6 by taking the panel and scooting it back and turning it into this case, except you don't have. This case has built-in slots for a reservoir, so you can just literally just bracket it down, and you don't have to drill any holes. And it's got extra radiator support compared to other cases. I could put 4 radiators in my case. I could put a 420 in the top, but then I lose the fan in the rear for exhaust. And if I put a 360 in the top, then I can put a 120 in the back, a 360 in the front, and I think a 240. I think that's what it is. No, a 280. Sorry, 280. Or whatever. One of the medium size radiators in the bottom. Whatever fits between the power supply and the front radiator, basically.
Yeah.
So I could put some shit in there.
Well, what are you gonna do? I guess an honest question is like how, once you start dicking with, because you were even talking about doing a hardline tubing, like how realistically, how long do you think that's gonna take you, and what are you gonna do and like for the show, for video games and stuff, while you got the computer guts all out and stuff,
Well, we might be taking a hiatus. Because I'm not going back to the old thing.
You don't want to tear that out, huh?
Nah. Well, I'm not moving any damn computers. Because this thing, to get it on a table where it's going to be a flat surface where I can work on it, I have to take it downstairs. And if I'm already tearing one thing apart and having to move around, I'm not tearing into a second computer at the same time. And I'm not transporting a second, because I have to plug everything in with the second computer. I have to figure out what to plug, what can I plug in, because obviously I don't want to have the same video card connections. I can't take it up here because I don't have Wi-Fi, so if I do take it up here, I'd have to bring a power line adapter, and whenever I do use the power line adapter up here, it makes the other... I guess I don't have enough bandwidth in the house, because I was using it, my wife's like, why is my TV signal so shitty? I'm like, oh. And I go to Wi-Fi and it works fine, so I don't understand.
So
But
wait a minute. I guess I didn't realize then you're on Wi-Fi now on your computer.
yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, the power line adapter up here is shittier than the Wi-Fi, and it apparently sucks bandwidth from other things in the house.
Yeah, I thought those things were supposed to be pretty good, man. That sucks.
I don't know if it's the wiring because it is dependent upon the wiring in your house. And yes, I know my house is old, but the wiring has been redone by hillbillies at some point. So
Yeah, you said it. Well, because you were thinking about rewiring, but that'd be kind of expensive, huh?
well, like my father-in-law, he did wiring up here, so I have the AC up here. Because before everything was on one circuit, and the computer, the AC, and the other AC tripped the circuit every time. So, I mean, when he was splicing into redoing everything, he's like, I don't even know how it actually worked. He's like, because the circuit you had wasn't even high enough for the amperage you were pulling. I said, yeah, it actually worked for a little bit, but once it trips once, it's going to trip every time. He said. So, I don't know.
Tripping daisies.
I'm gonna probably just buy everything, and in my understanding, I know what all goes into an AIO, which is basically the same shit. It's just it's no more complex than wiring up RGB. You just gotta know you need this and this to make this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with a car. You know, you gotta have this and this, and then okay, now this is the system. And as long as I don't take out anything else, I'll know what I'm like.
What?
Go ahead.
Yeah. It just sucks you don't have like a copy of yours, like another case that's the same case as yours now, and then you could at least start doing mock-ups and stuff.
Nah, that would take up so much room. But I mean, it's you just get once the shit's in there, like the actual radiators and everything where you want it to be, it's I'm not doing anything really too funky. And all the little tutorial videos I watch, like a lot of guys who don't even want to do bends, they just use angle fittings and straight lines.
Yeah, where you want to just do the bend so you can save on money then.
I mean, you could buy a set of fittings for like $40. It's all now. It's granted that's just the G1 quarter fittings. So the actual fittings to connect to the tubing are still you got to buy some more of those. So that's where you run into the expense.
I thought that because weren't you gonna get like a whole kit or whatever? Wouldn't the the connectors at least would come with the kit, right? And you have to buy the angle connectors separate.
Well, I think they only give you the ends because they assume you're doing all the bending.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Don't they give you the ends at least in the kit?
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna buy a kit because that's stupid expensive.
Oh, I thought you were going with a kit or whatever. So
no, those are.
You were saying it was like you have to worry about that shit or whatever.
Well, if I bought a kit for soft tubing, that's $400, and then I'd have to buy tubing and more fittings again. So that's a waste of fucking time. And if you buy a hardline kit, that's $500.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'm not doing all that. I'll just buy it because tubing is you can get 4 pieces of 500 millimeter PETG for $11.
Is that on Newegg?
Just Amazon.
Yeah, because I remember you were looking at Newegg. It's like that. I feel like that shit would be more expensive on Newegg than just like Amazon.
It's good to pull up both because and some shit you just pull up Amazon, Newegg, and Micro Center. Because
Micro Center does some water cooling shit, don't they?
Yes, but some of it is more expensive in certain places for no fucking reason. Just like it's just like gas. You get gas and it's $2.60. You go 2 blocks down, it's $2.40. What?
What?
Yeah, and then I bought this for $1.99, and then you go to the other page. Oh, it's $1.40 here. Are you fucking kidding me? So
Fucking kidding me.
yeah, I sat like that's I'm not buying anything until Christmas, Ian, and this is like at this point I'm already figuring out my plans. That's the joy to me. Actually putting the fucking thing together is not the fun part for me. Same with the car. Thinking about what I'm going to do and buying the parts, that's the joy. Getting dirty and wrenching on it, nah, I don't. Nah.
Oh, that's what most men love, man. They love working on
I'm not. Nah. Oh yeah, I want to get dirty and go. God damn it, and then hit my head. God damn it, no, nah.
break some PCI lanes.
Yeah, and that wasn't even I wasn't doing that out of anger. That was just my big dumb hands were ripping the fucking thing. Same with the DisplayPort cable. There's a tab on it, just like a phone plug, like a what is that, a 45?
RJ45.
Yeah, you know how it's got a little tab.
Yeah.
DisplayPort has a fucking tab, so if you just grab it and yank it, you'll fuck either the monitor or the cord or both up.
Yeah.
So, anyway, want to get on to my video, sir? Since it's
Sure.
gonna be fucking 1 pretty soon.
Yeah.
You got to remember, there's other things going on other than the show.
Oh, there is? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got to get up in the morning. The weekend is
I didn't know there was life out there. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. You just think about you. That's all there is. It's the Ian show. Okay, so
Hey,
my
it's
video.
Your it's your show whenever Nate wants to chime in, so you can shut him up.
Yeah, it's funny. We don't even do like awesome hardware. Like they go back and forth between each other's channels. You and I don't even do that. This is all on you. Only time it's on me is like when you're away from home and can't, get to a computer.
Yeah, have fun with that next time.
Yeah, nah. Anyway.
And they get paid for that shit too. So,
Yeah. Yeah, if I get some Patreon donations, I might. So, my video this week. Yeah. Have you ever heard of this guy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. For those who are unaware of this guy, when you're done with us, go to his channel, and then I'll see you in about 3 months, because he has so many videos that they play one after the other. You're like, oh my god, what? Oh my god, what? And his shtick basically is he puts something on the couch, and then he points the camera at it, and you see his hands fapping about doing stuff, and he discusses the product. He usually he reviews the UK version of Dollar Tree stuff, Poundland, I think they call it, and gets the cheapest shit you can, and or really nasty food that okay, no one would want to eat that, and I think he had an old expired cake mix box from the 80s, and he made the fucking cake, and yeah.
Ashton's tries the Atkins diet.
Yeah, he's a funny fellow. But anyway, in this video, it was in my suggested, which I'm like, oh, I totally forgot that I follow him, and he, like I said, he has this old brown couch here that he puts most of his stuff on, and I think he straddles the fucking camera, because you see his hands right there for POV, and I was like, why is he pulling up in my suggested? Because it was in the section of computers, and I'm like, okay, I know he does some tech because he likes video games. He did a whole thing about handheld video games, the clones of the SNES and the emulators and all that. And he's built computers before, but he hasn't really exclusively talked about them. Well, I was like, what the hell is he doing in this video? So I pull it up, and he's done a thing that a lot of guys actually have started doing on YouTube now. Wish.com.
Oh, this is the Wish build.
Yeah, he doesn't just buy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, a couple people buy parts from Wish. It's did I actually get the part, or did I get a rubber duck or something? So he bought parts to make a computer, and I can't remember his exact stipulations.
It
Because
was they had to be under 50 pounds or whatever.
yeah, it was very cheap and actually work was his goal. I mean, look at this power supply; it's got a big dent in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, he gets all this shit from China, and like basically,
Yeah,
it's funny. He takes out the motherboard. Go ahead.
It was supposed to be a 800 watt power supply, and he said, "Yeah, it probably isn't even that."
Well, the funny thing is, he takes this motherboard out. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's so clearly used and taken out." And then he's like, "There's a CPU in it. It's got a dual core CPU in it, which, you know, okay." And he bought a CPU for it, which is I think a quad core. But yeah, look how old that is.
And
But-
his price was a lot higher than I thought it would be.
Well, it's kind
A
of funny.
lot of those are cheap.
Yeah,
seems
well,
like-
it's funny because he was giving the Wish prices because people think, oh, it's Wish, it's got to be cheaper than anything else. He's like, yes. So I pulled up what these are going for on eBay, and like something that he paid £50 for or whatever will go for like £10. It's absurdly cheaper to just get it, the other way if you're going to do it. Now,
Well, could I actually explain his motivation too for this? Is he had heard somebody bought like something like a 1080 Ti for like $2 off of Wish, and he wanted to see if he could get something similar to that.
well, I've seen videos where literally the guy's like, I bought 3 graphics cards. Do I actually get graphics cards? And he opens them up, and there's like a fake like ice cream cone and just some old bullshit that they put in the mail.
And that's what happened to him in this. Once we get to the video card part.
Shut up, Ted. Anyway, I enjoyed, like, my favorite part was he gets the hard drive out and he's like, this is clearly used, so I'm going to see what the person had on it before.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, when he's like, I'll be right back, this pops up. It was full of Chinese pop music and nothing else. And, he has an SSD and he has this graphics card.
It just says graphics card.
Yeah, that's a sure sign of quality. And he gets it, and he's like, oh boy. And he buys a case somewhere else because buying a case on Wish would be stupid. And
well, you said that you really can't get it on there. I think you're saying.
Yeah. So.
But can I just say, like, the graphics card actually kind of surprised me. What he got for, because I would think that you could get a lot better like graphics card for like around $50 or whatever,
Well,
that was,
I
like,
mean,
really ancient card, I think.
oh, it was ancient, and I mean, maybe he was just banking on, boy, I hope I actually get a graphics card, because
Yeah.
you don't want to say you're gonna try to get it 1080 and not, but. So he does the benchmarking, and he's like, okay, so everything seemed okay because it powered on, no problems. But there's no 3D acceleration. And he actually, like, trying to find the scrub to the part, here it is. When you actually get into the details, it says it's a fake NVIDIA GeForce 730.
And
actually
that's
says fake.
actually in the BIOS or whatever, fake.
Yeah, it comes up as fake. So, and the default drivers that like NVIDIA has didn't work. The drivers on the CD that came with it, those worked. So no 3D acceleration. So he tried playing PUBG on it, and it would kind of launch it, but like,
It looks like thermal vision.
yeah, like everything was orange, and like it would only do like
Predator.
2 frames, like 2 frames a minute.
Am I watching
So-
Predator?
Yeah. So, he for 226 pounds, he put together a computer, which, I mean, they're like Oztalks and those guys. They've done the cheapest, like, what is it, Budget Nerd or whatever, they've done the things where it's like, let's build the cheapest computer we can, and they can build a computer for $100, and that's literally just taking like a shitty pre-built and sticking a graphics card in it, and that's it.
Yeah, he said, don't do this. Just get a pre-made computer.
Yeah, he's like, you could probably buy one for cheaper, and you'd be better off. By the way, go ahead and watch this video because the way he describes things and talks, it's hilarious. But
Well,
like
what was the enjoyment that you got out of this? Was just like, it was just interesting to see something like this because I know both, at least me, I like seeing like the all Best Buy build that Bitwood did, and then this, and I mean, I know there's been other builds I can't really think of right now.
Like guys who like you buy everything at Micro Center or whatever. So
yeah,
it's
interesting.
You put a stipulation on it. What can be done with that rule in mind, and I like his personality. I'm not trying to take away from his views. Please watch the video because it's got comedic factor and timing that I can't. He's sitting there talking to a couch, and it makes you laugh your ass off. I sat and watched, I think, 30 of his videos in a row. And my wife goes, "Can you not watch this guy?" Because she doesn't like him. But
my question is why do you? Oh, that's a computer?
Well, at the end he says, "Oh, don't buy a." Your computer. He's like, don't build this. You could probably buy one cheaper. Like I said, he paid 220 something pounds. He's like, I was wrong. This one's $89.99, and you get a whole, HP with an i5. So
at first, I thought I was looking at an optical drive because I do remember. I think you did get an optical drive, and I was like, why did you put that in there?
Probably for that. It's probably for that CD that came with it, because that's the only way you could get drivers.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, I enjoy his videos. Please watch his content because it's not nowhere near just tech related. Yes, he does like video game stuff, which is great because you could tell he loves it, and he'll talk about classics of the 80s and 90s like that you and I probably grew up with. But he gives it from the UK perspective. So if you are a foreigner, you might relate to him, or you might go, wow, I didn't know it was like that over there, and you see how much we know about each other. He'll go, I guess in the States it was this, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, it was different. So that's where I get my joy.
By the way, that 99 pounds is $122.
This is $89.99.
All right, so 89. That would be 110 then.
It's kind of funny, like yen in Japan, basically even though the rates fluctuate, basically you just add like 2 decimal places to the left. So like when you've got 1,000 yen, you just take the last 2 zeros and you put a decimal in front of them. So 1,000 yen is $100, right?
Right.
Because that's 3. You take, I don't know, but so roughly, and pounds and shit fluctuate so much. You have to have a calculator.
Yeah. Well, I noticed a lot of YouTubers, even if they mistake it, a lot of them still like to say like dollar or whatever, even if they're talking about pounds.
Yeah. I like you ever see that random HD gaming, I think the guy's name was, he always builds like computers with like parts that you could get in a trash bin.
Oh yeah.
And he's British, but he always gives his prices in like USD and in pounds in case you'd want to do whatever he does.
Yeah.
And look, these are the graphics Ashton uses. But yeah, like it's just so much fun. I enjoy his videos, and it's so. Anyway,
did he ever do a video about like why he does it on his couch or whatever?
Oh yeah, he did a whole like skit. Like a scripted thing about his couch getting stolen and having to chase after it. I mean, I'm sure he did. I've seen interviews with him because his name is actually, I think Sam Ashen, so the S at the end is like his first name. So like, you know, his first initial.
Hmm.
There he is. Hold on. This I want to show you this guy real quick. Come on. Yeah, you ever seen this guy's channel?
Random gaming.
Yeah, gaming in HD.
Not to be
It's
confused with Random Frank P.
yeah. Well, the funny thing is, you know, it's not actually like the you know the channel is called that, but no, nothing's really in HD. Like here he did a video on. Hold on. It's overclocking. It says a $10 eBay GPU. Hold on. The GT 630.
Hmm.
I had absolutely no use for GT 630, so I bought it and never tested it before. And basically, they're like, "What can you play on this thing at this resolution?" And you know, sure, if you play like the old Grand Theft Autos, yeah, but you know, you're not playing Crisis.
No.
And like basically the bottom of the like the 900 series cards, he'll do a bunch of those.
No
And
crisis on that VGA there.
Yeah, I enjoy it when he tells like there's certain cards that he's like, yeah, don't get this, it's a waste of money. He's like, they make you think it sounds better because there's it says there's 4 gig of RAM. He's like, that's bullshit. Use the one with 2 gig. It's actually faster. And I'm like, really? But like here, he's playing Fallout 4. It looks terrible. First off,
Yeah.
the 630 stock, he's crossed it out. I don't know what's wrong with it, but yeah, 30
Look how
frames a
blocky
second.
that gun looks.
Oh yeah, everything looks horrible. But and don't say it's because of the game. It's playing at 720 low.
Well, like the you know, like the lighting isn't too bad, but I mean,
Yeah, he yeah, he does a lot of in-depth stuff just for the lulz, I think, because no one's playing PUBG on this 6 series graphics card. But anyway, on to the battle station, sir.
where do you?
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Station.
Station!
Oh boy, it's some super ultra wide goodness.
Yeah, so I did end up kind of doing a theme this week. It was super ultra wide loads.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh look, he's got the Intel box on his desk just to show that he's a bala.
Yep.
Or he bought the box on eBay and just leaves it sitting around and make it look like he's got one. I mean, he's got the Samsung retardo monitor there.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not the 1080 version, is it?
I don't know. You'll have to look in the fish in the comments.
Gone fishing. PC part picker. Let me see here. If it gives the model number, I'll be able to just pull it up. Hold up.
Hold up.
Get on up. Monitor. Oh, 1440. Wow.
Nice.
So it's a 5120 by 1440, 120 hertz.
Holy shit.
Probably hotter than a son of a bitch.
Yeah. Does your 4K monitor give off some heat?
I mean, if it does, I don't notice it.
Or you just mean like the graphics card?
I don't know. So, like,
And what's that go for, like 1,000 or something?
what?
The monitor?
Oh, I closed it out.
I thought that's what you were looking at.
No, I was just trying to get the resolution. Hold on. Hold, please. It goes for $13.99, but it's out of stock.
It's a undercut. Holy shit.
What did he say he paid for it though? Hold on. Does he even say? No, he doesn't say.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
For the parts that he did list, he's talking about almost $4,000. So yeah.
Yeah. I just like the whole color theme of it. Just really worked, you know.
The Joker colors.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
Riddler.
nah.
The Riddler had some purple in there,
Mm,
like for his tie or whatever.
mm, his shirt. Well, his shirt was black. Or purple. Black or purple, I guess.
Yeah. But the Joker is more of like a balance of green and purple, though, like this is.
Yeah.
I like it. Would you ever do like a split keyboard color theme like that?
Nah.
No.
I mean, you can. I could do it now. Just don't want to.
Yeah. I don't know if I would want to do that. Like, I would maybe do like all purple and then have some like green, like specific keys that are green, maybe.
I wonder how many games that monitor can actually be played on at full screen.
Yeah, how many games you would get kicked out of for like cheating or whatever.
Right? Like competitive games, definitely. First person shooters be weird. Your gun would be like tiny.
Yeah.
Now, this one, the guy says he's finally done. I must
Finally
zoom
done
enhance.
jerking it off to his own station.
Right? So he's got an IKEA desk. Okay. RGB mouse pad. All right. One of those honeycomb mice. Rode mic stand. Okay. Wall-mounted PC. All right.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's cool.
You didn't even notice?
Nah.
Why not?
I was skimming through. I was mainly focused on the monitors this time.
I'm assuming the one in the middle has the highest like refresh rate, and then the other ones are just ultra wide to give a nice surrounding look.
Do we even have like a 120 hertz, like super ultra wide 4K yet?
Well, that first monitor that's 520 or whatever the hell it is, or 5120, it's 120 hertz,
Yeah.
but it's also $1,400,
Yeah.
and he's using a 28 Ti, which is another $1,400. So this one, he doesn't even show the computer. But since Battlestations has gotten so lax, who gives a shit?
Well, you said it's on the wall.
Oh yeah. See, I totally forgot it was there already.
Yeah. See, I tell you, it's you don't even notice it.
It's blinded by the light. Okay, and your third station is waiting to. Oh, wait, here we go. Maximizing. Oh, he's got his hippie glasses there to go with his color theme.
Oh, you see, I thought this was a super ultra wide. I didn't notice the seams there.
Yeah.
Must have decent bezels though.
Yeah, it's got a thicker bottom bezel than the sides, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, the table, yeah, the white table with black legs complements the case by NCXT with the white and black trim, and then the black mouse pad and speakers and headphones complement the the white of that channel he's got for his wires.
Yeah.
So it plays off. It does black white black white. I would have tried to make the speakers appear more wireless, but I'm assuming that tabletop is really hard to actually drill through. So I'll give him an A for effort.
What is his audio game there? The monitors and the headphones.
Zoom enhance. Microlab, it looks like, for the speakers. I don't know anything about Microlab. And the headphones. I have to look up the description here. Let me see. Right. Trying to scroll through and see if it just says the headphones, but I don't see it on here. Let me go back to top. And is it Alt or?
It's Control F to if you're. Are you searching for something?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Control. That's what I was. Headphones anywhere? Oh, it didn't even say that. No one used the word headphones at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But yeah, it looks nice. And so does this one. But I'm gonna say my favorite is probably the super mega stupid ultra wide station.
Yeah, me too. I would say
Yeah.
probably. I like the second one too, but I mean, hey, I guess I posted them. I guess it got worse. Is when
Now the one with the 3 monitors that you thought was an ultra wide has got 2.9 thousand upvotes, and the one with the stupid ultra mega ultra wide has got 1,000.6 upvotes. 1.6 thousand upvotes. So more people like this one won.
They actually like their monitors separate instead of it being in one giant monitor.
They likes what he likes. What can I say? All right, sir. Give me my theme song.
They're
I'll
just
pull mine
wrong,
up.
right?
Right.
You're just wrong. By the way,
Excellent!
for that one, and
Station.
All right. My theme is I found some stations. I said, I'll share this one. This was the very first one I looked at that actually made me go, huh, nice.
yeah, some funky camera angles there.
Well, he wanted to be able to get everything in one shot. I think he even titled it, took this last night with my new Note 10 Plus on the night mode camera option. You know, humble brag about his fucking phone, but whatever. But it's a lot to get in one picture. You got 3 monitors. What is that? Is that a PlayStation in the corner? I can't even tell.
Maybe.
Well, because there's a controller.
Does it have like this? Is it like slanted or whatever on the side? Because that's like the PlayStation.
Hold on. Zoom enhance. Okay. It looks like an Xbox. Well, controller. It looks like an Xbox controller with a tablet underneath it. So maybe he just plays the controller on the computer. I don't know. And then 2080. Can't tell. I think it says TI, but I'll have to read the description.
I don't know if we got any 2080 Supers builds yet, or
I'm not looking
preparing my
up.
build for the 2080 Super.
That's what we'll see. Still waiting on RTX. Waiting on Navi. Might want to RMA that Note 10 Plus that it appears the camera shoots completely crooked photos.
The weird thing about like when you get up to the case or whatever, like it's kind of like when you're playing the video games and like the sides, it's like really skewed. The box is like skewed. The case is and the camera.
Uh huh. But yeah, I thought this was really cool for what it was. And then,
Yeah, I like it though.
yeah, it's not too cluttered. And then you got this monstrosity.
Holy shit!
Let me go to a big picture here.
Holy shit!
He says 73 screens. Can you count them all?
Huh.
Because he counts each of the stream decks as a separate screen. Because if each of the buttons can have a different thing on it.
He just put a giant. Yeah, it looks like he'd have room to put a giant 4K above all that, since it's all level.
Well, he's got four vertical monitors, one horizontal, a phone on charge, a tablet, two small stream decks, and a larger stream deck, calculator.
Is he taking like live phone calls or something on his streams?
I don't know what he's doing because he's got a tablet with a phone. I don't know if it's a landline or like a Google Home phone. I'm assuming it might be his work setup.
Yeah, it looks like that might be like a work thing, like a cubicle.
Well, I'm thinking maybe he, you work in IT, maybe you snag a bunch of shitty monitors that are going to throw away because that middle monitor looks horrible.
Oh yeah, is that like a 4x3?
Oh. It's not a perfect square.
It's getting close though.
Yeah.
And I know it's head on, so it's not like it's turned at an angle or anything.
It's let me see here. It's a 73 screens. My final typesetting setup. I got me missing something. He says, but the Screen Deck XL has 32 screens, and the two regular Stream Decks have 15 each. Yeah, I know that really there is just one screen behind the buttons, but they act as individual screens. So yeah, it's just 14. Let's see here. Trying to see if he. Oh, landline. Didn't know this existed anymore. It says my home office is in a bomb shelter, so cell phone reception isn't amazing.
If I get your Radix.
Let's see. Okay. Anyway. Oh. Screen kind of. That's a lot of screens. How do you concentrate on all of them? I'm gonna have downvote that because.
Are you speaking English?
Then he says my main screen is for InDesign, and I have a second screen to the right which has all the panels. I use the far left screen and part of the left screen for Acrobat when I'm inputting corrections, and keep the far right one for email. I mean, you don't have to say what the hell you're doing with it, buddy.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit.
Who gives a shit?
Save that for if some numbnuts post the thread. What do you use all those screens for? And then 100 people chime in with what they actually do.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to read your answer. Like, they're just going to ask 2 posts down, what do you use all those for? And my third station, I figured I'd pull this up because it's a little different. Check this bad boy out, Ian.
Oh, nice.
He's got your Iron Mans. He's got a totally different desk here. That's not just some shit you get off the shelf. I'm getting like Danish furniture vibes. The chair doesn't look to be the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's different.
No, like from the 60s or 70s.
I mean,
It's like something you see out of Ron Burgundy.
It looks like a Ames chair, but like it's just like a bent like a what is it? A stool with a back like piece of wood riveted to it, and then notice the tower hangs down under the desk, so he doesn't have a whole lot of leg room unless his legs go off to the side.
Oh, I just shut my computer off.
Huh?
No, it's like, boop, I just shut my computer off again.
Oh, whoops.
That would suck, man.
Right?
Push the power button all the time.
Right? The lamp, actually, the legs on the lamp remind me of a compass for some reason.
Huh. Yeah. You mean like
But,
one of the drawing compass things?
Yeah, like the tool.
Yeah.
I just, he's got a Spider-Man along with his Iron Man's. But I thought this is, something you don't see every day. It's not the normal cookie cutter. Oh,
Yeah.
and he has a desk build. Oh, so did he actually build it? I didn't realize that. I was going to say, did he get it from some catalog somewhere? American Walnut Desk Build. Oh shit. Here you go, Ian. You always enjoy actual, like, extra picks. This guy made the
like
tabletop.
I like the fab builds, man. Fabrication builds.
Mm-hmm. Well, he actually cut it out of American walnut. Like, he glued the boards together and cut them and everything.
Sweet.
I don't know why the shit's not loading.
It's all murdered out.
Right? Oh, there we
There
go.
we go.
Come on. I mean, he did a fucking great job. This looks like something you would have bought at an antique store or something. Or like a, designer store.
Yeah.
Nice. It's got a nice, I want to say satin finish to it. But it's got a switch down there.
Oh. Wow. Will you look at that?
Looks like a power line adapter. Which helps, then you don't have to worry about where the cable is coming out in the room, really.
Well, as long as you have a good wiring in your house, right?
Yeah. Good work, man/woman.
Good work, man/woman.
Nice
Even
work.
that could be offensive because people are like, "Oh, you could be non-binary."
Yeah. Someone said, nice work. The space in the middle of the desk should be for legs, not computers, as it can lead to bone/posture deforming adjustments. Shut the fuck up, dude. Dude can make whatever the fuck he wants. He carved this fucker out of wood.
Yeah, you like whittled that down, man.
But yes. So,
yeah, that shit ain't no veneer.
yeah. Good shit. So, I'm gonna say my favorite.
I gotta go with the first one again.
This one?
Yeah.
I mean, he hits all the buttons for me. Multiple monitors, RGBs.
RGBs.
This one, yes, he has a lot of monitors, but they're not good monitors.
They're not.
I mean, they're not great. I'm not going, oh man, I gotta run out and get one of those, whatever the fuck that is. So, this one only has 148 upvotes. This has 176 upvotes. And this guy only has 68. But we voted for this guy, so we win.
Yeah.
We win one free internet. I need like
This is our math.
I need like a sound effect from like an old Nintendo game where it's like like Zelda.
Yeah. Well, I had a couple Zelda ones, but I didn't have that one. So for now, we'll just stick with
Excellent!
Yeah. Okay, let's get on to the news before we're here for like 3
before
weeks.
it's Sunday.
Oh, nope. It's alright. I gotta go work in 5 minutes, man. Come on. The news with Ian's head.
Yeah.
Incoming message from the big giant head. We used to call my boss that back in the day.
What, big giant head?
Yeah, 'cause you know why?
Why?
He had a big giant fucking head. Alright, hold on. I'll be able to read this. Nintendo drops the hammer on YouTube music rippers, hitting popular channels hard. Oh, and here I go saying use the Zelda theme. That'll get us pulled. I guess we got to come up with something. Oh, I should have made it a video of the week. There's a guy who's like, he sits there with a keyboard in his lap, and he makes up a little bit, like a little ditty, for like parts of a video game. He's like the Earth level, you know, Donkey Kong's there, and it's like the water level everyone hates. And then you died. You got to do the water level again.
Yeah.
And all that shit. Like, it's hilarious. I'll have to find it and link it. But anyway.
Well, this is actually for people that are like putting like the. It's more for like you know, if you have like the full, you know, those sites that are like ripping like the full song from like an old game or whatever and putting it up, because a lot of them do that because it's hard to find that music anywhere, or even, you know, like be able to find it or buy it or whatever. So it's like a lost art form nowadays, you know.
Right. You got to either find like the actual, like, I don't know what, the vinyl or something.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell they might sell. If you can find it, imported from Japan.
Yeah, and that's been the argument for a lot of those old ROMs and stuff, is because if you can't even get them, if they're just, you know, because they're basically stuck in IP hell then, and it's like you can't even, nobody can get them anymore anywhere. So it's like, while it's sad to see like an art form or, you know, like certain type of art or medium die, then, you know.
And it's not abandonware because they will sue your ass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of those, we've done articles about a lot of those ROM sites now are going under because of that. And
But,
so, yeah.
So, is this the actual, like, ROMs or just the music?
No, this is just the music. They have loosened up on, you know, like Nintendo, how they would go after a lot of the, you know, like the Let's Plays and all that stuff. So they've loosened up on that stuff with the YouTube, but now, as far as YouTube goes, they're going after people with like full, you know, like posting full tracks on YouTube and, you know, like other sites too that has like full albums of like certain Nintendo games and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, so
Yeah.
they're copyright striking? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah. And yeah, people's channels are just totally disappearing then after a couple things.
As if it wasn't hard enough already to have a YouTube channel.
What'd you say?
As if it wasn't hard enough already to have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You're either in obscurity or you just can't catch up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, I got another YouTube one in there.
Oh no. Not a happy-go-lucky story.
I don't. It's not. Actually, it's not really a negative one.
Sorry, homie. I don't know no happy fucking stories. One of my favorite bands, they're playing live. The singer goes, "Hey, you guys want to hear a happy song?" And everyone goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Sorry, homie. We don't know no fucking happy songs." boy. YouTube AI thought robot fighting was animal cruelty.
Actually, I was wrong, so this
What?
is a negative one too. My bad.
Okay, should we read the details? Nah, it's
That's basically
two
that's all
paragraphs.
this. So basically, people's channels are getting hit bad with that are doing those battle bots and stuff from back in the day, and it's like still pretty popular today.
Mhm.
People doing videos of that are like the AI is thinking it's getting like it's actual like animal fighting or whatever, and so they're flagging it's being automatically flagged for animal cruelty, even though they're saying it was manually reviewed or whatever. But it would if it was manually reviewed, and that's like the dumbest fucking people that are working for YouTube then to think it's like an animal fight.
Right, the animals of the RV cars, the
Yeah.
RC cars. That poor
It's-
drone.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, I mean, if they're like they're copy or they're like striking channels and then saying it's like manually reviewed. So if their responses, it seems like that's even automated too. So it's like they really don't. Do they like have nobody checking on the shit there?
I guess they're asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, I mean they're really trying to leave it up to everything up to the computer. I mean, or the AI or these automated systems that they're doing.
Do more with less. Less people.
There's
Spend less money.
there's nobody at YouTube. It's just robots.
Yeah, there's no one answering the phone.
The CEO, that CEO,
Your
whatever
call
her
lit.
name is like off sipping Mai Tais and complaining about salt. I asked for no salt in my Mai Tai.
Yeah,
I'll burn
the
this place
CEO.
down.
You get there and it's that. Remember that movie with what was his name? Simone or whatever was the AI, and like the dude creates her and she's so real people think that she is real, and then when he like can't bring her back, people think that he killed her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that with I think it was Pacino?
I think so. I forget what the name was.
It was on TV. It was pretty good. Yeah, that's who's the head of YouTube right now. Max Headroom's up there. But this is animal cruelty, DT.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So,
'cause I
yeah.
guess they are using AI to identify certain things, like especially like guns and stuff in video, and I guess they're
Yeah.
able to flag violent, like gore and stuff, and violence somehow. Like that's the thing that.
Oh,
they're-
even like
Oh, go ahead.
even regular seeing they changed like vomit alert. They had to call it something else because they're getting flagged.
Yeah, but I mean,
For,
they're going.
they're flagged for warning you there's gonna be vomit. Huh.
Yeah, but they're able to get the AI to actually start like trying to figure out like what the pixels are and all that stuff, and because you have AI on your phone now to try to recognize that there's like a tree in your picture or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can tap on something. I thought I was like setting my camera to focus, and no, it was like it was like Google Lens. It was looking up what I tapped on.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah, and unfortunately they're like really vague, and I think basically they don't really want to disclose like how they're able to catch certain content and stuff, so people don't like try to find workarounds and stuff around the system. That's what I'm guessing. So like they're like, oh, we're just the AI will know what you're doing. Just be scared of it.
Right. Oh boy.
Because
Okay.
I do remember we did a video like when we had. I remember one of our things was copyright strike, and it was just like a little. We were just playing a little video and a thumbnail inside of our screen share, and it was able to catch that in that small area.
Yeah, I think Doug had like a GIF playing.
Yeah.
Okay, YouTube sues alleged copyright troll over extortion of multiple YouTubers. What?
Oh yeah. So this is about
Chris
yeah. They're
Brady seemed to target the Minecraft community, according to the suit.
Yeah. I don't know too many of the details about this, but I do know that, yeah, basically they're going after a lot of the copyright trolls on YouTube that are like uh getting, like that are actually like blackmailing people to pay money and stuff because they've been like threatening um to like shut down channels and take like all their revenue and stuff.
Well, I mean, a lot of people use the copyright claim as a way to, you know, fucking say they don't like somebody, so they hit them with the copyright claim, and it's like, no, I didn't actually do any copyright shit. So,
Yeah.
this YouTube just needs to get some eyeballs on it. I know there are thousands of videos, but come on, hire more than like 4 dudes. The janitor could watch the video, okay?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, man.
Anyway,
Let me see if there was anything else to add to this. I was trying to figure out. It was sent a message from Brady, according to the lawsuit, that stated if the YouTuber didn't pay Brady $150 via PayPal or $75 in Bitcoin, he would issue a third copyright strike. This would essentially terminate his channel and remove all of the videos from the platform. Kenzo was sent a similar message, but Brady requested $300, and he spoke about the situation in the video, noting that he made multiple attempts to get in touch with someone at YouTube, but didn't make any progress. Brady submitted these notices as part of a scheme to harass and extort money from the users that he falsely accused of infringement, the lawsuit reads. So yeah, I mean, this is a good. I would say that this is a more of a good story. I mean, like, it's at least YouTube's doing something. That's kind of good.
right. They're not being stagnant.
Yeah. So I mean,
Hold on a second. Go ahead.
yeah.
I had to adjust my seat, but you don't have to not talk because of that.
Yeah, but I forget, there was a comment because I originally got the article from a YouTube channel, and I think one of the comments was like, it basically is just showing how bad the YouTube system itself is anyways. That's like the best case scenario, I guess, for people,
Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, it's good, like I said, it's good that YouTube's taking a stand against it, but then again, the bad part is, yeah, it just shows what's shitty about YouTube. Their whole system.
right.
And it sucks because it's not the content creators that like it's like they have no power, and it's like you have this system where like bigger companies can wield all this power to be able to, or anybody really, to just shut down channels and stuff. You'd think when it comes to situations like that, you'd have a lot more, YouTube would be able to be a lot more involved in that,
Right. So the Intel Core i9 Cascade Lake X leak hints at CPU which isn't powerful enough to beat AMD. What?
Yeah. So basically, this is I think I didn't get a chance to read too many details on this. Like I did briefly see that it was supposed to be like a 48 core processor, and I believe, yeah, like isn't like the newest like Threadripper or whatever supposed to be like a 64 core or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Turn my
that's
stylus
funny.
back on. Yes, I wouldn't mind unblocking it. I'm going to continue with that blocker. The supposed Core i9 10000X Cascade Lake X, a 10-core high-end desktop processor, was spotted by prolific leaker Momo US in the Geekbench database of results. Blah blah Intel shit. That's what I'm reading, right?
Managed to get distinctly less impressive when you consider AMD Silicon with the Ryzen Threadripper 2950X, which is the last gen. It's almost as fast in Geekbench 4 multi-core when reviewed, only a percentage point off of the Intel there. So the last gen of Threadripper is better than the proposed new Intel.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the new version is going to even be better.
Yeah.
Because Ryzen 3, or whatever the hell the newest Ryzen, whoops the shit out of Threadripper. So that's the next gen Threadripper is just going to be so well optimized. Oh well. Anyway, that's all leaked stuff, so they're saying it's not going to be that great. So your next story. Come on. Wait for it. Apex Legends forum furious as devs call players asshats and freeloaders. Oh boy.
Yeah, but by the way, we're getting into the
Gaming.
news.
Mm.
Um,
So the devs call them that, huh?
yeah, and then they did have a follow up apology on Twitter. Oh, this. What am I clicking on, Frank?
Uh huh.
Yeah. Developers of Apex Legends tried on Reddit to apologize for and explain a snafu involving cosmetic items in the game's current Iron Crown event. It did not go well at all. The thread devolved into an eye-popping series of insults and grievances from Respawn Entertainment developers that magnifies players' bad will toward the studio and the game. The result is an outrage Apex Legends subreddit this morning, reposting screenshots of the most inflammatory comments and boiling with resentment of those who wrote them.
Yeah, if the devs did it, that's kind of insulting.
Yeah.
Why are they freeloaders? Why are they freeloaders? I mean, it's a free game.
Yeah.
What do they expect them to do?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, asshat.
No, I'm not.
Hold on.
Jackass. Jackass. You will not
Right.
make this putt, jackass.
I don't know why it's taking so long for shit to load. Like I hit paste and go.
Oh, I didn't even know you were loading shit up.
Yeah, I pasted it and hit go.
I was reading the next article.
I was trying to pull it up. There it goes. Jesus. GameStop suffers another round of layoffs. Game Informer editors affected.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read a little bit of this too because I didn't read too much. It says GameStop stock continues to drop as the video game retailer lays off editors and staff across a number of departments. GameStop has laid off an undisclosed number of individuals today, uh, with the most prominent job losses coming from print and digital publication Game Informer. News started breaking early this afternoon as senior editor Imran Khan announced on Twitter his job was eliminated.
Con.
Yeah. Since then, Game Daily has been told 7 writers have been affected, including one who is in Germany covering Gamescom for that outlet, and another who is currently on vacation. Andy McNara, Game Informer's EIC, offered a brief statement via Twitter. I appreciate all the love. I see it. I feel it. I am trying to get things right with my people. I love Game Informer, its people, and its readers more than any corporation could, and I will address all the issues when I can, but for now I need to focus on my GI family.
Mm.
And the cuts appear to have impacted individuals in other GameStop departments. A source tells Game Daily that employees in small marketing, inventory management, licensing, and other departments have been laid off. Individuals have shared via Twitter and Instagram that they and loved ones have been let go from the company's Grapevine, Texas headquarters location. I mean, it sucks to see people that were part of the GameStop and other departments and stuff. It just, this world is just so dynamic and it's always changing.
I can't imagine being in Germany and they're like, yeah, you don't have a job anymore.
Yeah. I mean, that's technology in general. It's always changing.
Yeah.
And people's
How sad.
real lives and events actually get affected.
Oh yeah, when formats change, things close and people get laid off all the time.
Yeah.
So let me go to the next one and wait 3 weeks for it to load.
I'll start. We'll wait for the picture to start up. But here's 11 minutes of Skywind, the mod porting Morrowind to Skyrim. After Sky Oblivion's new cinematic trailer, it seems Skywind won't be outdone. In a proper answer to last week's new cinematic trailer for Sky Oblivion, the big modding project porting Oblivion to Skyrim's engine, we've now got a full 11-minute gameplay video for sibling mod project Skywind, which is, yes, Morrowind recreated in Skyrim. The video shows off a few key features that Morrowind fans have asked the TES renewal team about in the past. The video begins in Balmora, where the Nerevarine, Morrowind's protagonist, accepts a writ for the assassination of a Dunmer named Sarrain Sadis. Like almost every other part of Skywind will be, it's a recreation of an actual quest from Morrowind. The upgrades to Skyrim's engine does the Riverside Dunmer Tower plenty of favors, updating it from its sparse Morrowind look to a golden, hazy hub closer resembling its appearance in the Elder Scrolls Online. It feels like a realization of an imperfect, rosy memory of a place that is. It looks like I might think Balmora looked like in Morrowind if I were reminiscing, which isn't what I'd see if I booted up the original game from 2002. Even the dialogue system formatted like Skyrim's instead of the oppressively large text boxes from Morrowind keeps the touch of 2002 with its blue and gold color scheme. So, yeah, do you have any opinions on this, Frank? Because I forget Skyrim. That's Was that Bethesda? I forget.
Yes, Elder
Yeah.
Scrolls 5.
Yeah. Now, do you have any comments on this?
I mean, importing old games into new games, if it looks like ass, the only real way to get it better is to, rebuild it in the new engine, which,
Yeah.
like, fans are doing with Fallout. They're putting the older game into the new engine, but then they have to redo all the dialogue, etc., etc. So, I mean, it just shows you how, like, the engine hasn't really aged. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same shit.
Oh
And
yeah.
they said the next couple of games it's gonna be the same engine.
Did you ever play
What,
Skyrim or whatever?
Morrowind?
Morrowind or any of
Yeah,
those games?
I played a little bit of Skyrim. I haven't played Morrowind. I have I think it's because it was free. No, not Morrowind was free. Which one was free? I know Arena was free, and because they gave away some of the older ones. Morrowind was the most popular one. I think oh, that's right. I got it free because they gave it. I don't know if it was GOG or Steam was giving it away. Because remember, I messaged everybody. I said, "This is not a drill."
Yeah. I do remember that. You messaged me a lot about free games, and I appreciated that.
Well,
Yeah, because that's like that is a red alert, man. We get free shit like that, man.
yes. I mean, it's old, but it's still people still buy it.
Yeah.
A lot of people have fond memories. Guy I worked with was in his 60s, and he said that he and his brother played the hell out of that game. Well, that's right. I had um, was it Dagger something? I can't remember which one that was. Four was Oblivion. Morrowind was 3. I don't know. Daggerfall. That was the one I had. That was free. I have a shirt for that one because it's cool. But
Cool.
I mean, I enjoy the games. Everyone I know says that the Elder Scrolls games are like Fallout but with swords. So I'm like, yeah, that's why I get them. I love Bethesda, but you gotta you gotta really be into the RPG stuff. And I'm plus the older it is, the more limiting everything is. That's why they update them into newer engines. I really would like to play the story from the first couple Fallouts in first person in a newer engine, but it's gonna be a while. Oh boy, I see your next story here.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. I didn't read too much on this either, and I don't think we'll get. I don't really care about getting in too much on the details on how to do this. I just chose this how to activate Destiny 2 cross save. The sub headline is Destiny 2 cross save is bringing the walls between platforms down. Here's how to do it. And I thought that we would discuss it just because we've like with you and Floyd and stuff. You guys wish like Sony had played nice with other consoles and stuff and doing the cross-platform stuff, so you guys could actually play together.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
it just sucks that you don't see as much of it. But I mean, at least now they're going with cross-platform saves, so you could at least do that now.
Yeah. I mean, before they were doing it where was it Destiny? I can't remember. No, it was I can't remember what game was it where they're like if you had it on Nintendo, you couldn't have it on PlayStation, and they didn't tell it until people already put it on both.
Oh yeah, forget.
It was like a free game, but you couldn't access your account. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, this is all Sony not playing nice. That's all that is.
Yeah. I know. That's
So,
bullshit, man.
Yeah, it's some fucking bullshit. Is that your
And
last story?
Yeah, I mean, I'm one other thing that is like, this is something simple, but it's like because I mean, like a cross-platform save, you would think that would just be like really easy for them to do, anyways, because it's probably just like a line of code or whatever, even numbers maybe saying where their place in the game is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just money
it
and
depends on
politics,
how-
man.
Yeah, it just depends on how different the code is, which really shouldn't be much because that's how they make it for the console and then they port it over to something else.
Yeah. I wonder if there is like any if you could somehow get, like say if you wanted like to have like a completed game or whatever, like in GTA 5 or something on the console, if there's ways of like importing, like a saved game or whatever file, because you can put hard drives on the Xbox and you could even save your games, like your whole games on there, on like a portable hard drive. I wonder if
Didn't know that.
there's a way to. I think you can do that both on PlayStation and Xbox, but I don't know about the save game part. Like, I wonder what kind of file format that it actually is. Like, do you know what your save file is on like Fallout or whatever? Or is it like in like a text file
on the
or
server.
something? Oh, really?
No, because it's on the server because when my hard drive failed and I didn't have a backup, I had re-downloaded the launcher and I was right where I was before.
Is that the same for Fallout 4?
4, no, I think you lose your progression. Because it saves
There's
it.
got to be some kind of file in there.
Oh, there is. There's a local file. But it's been so long. You get a local file, and then you get there's a folder for that, and there's a folder for the actual game. And for the longest time, I could get it to work with my ultrawide, and I realized I was changing the preference list that was in the folder that didn't fucking matter.
Oh yeah.
Whoops. Anyway,
Oopsie. So
yeah, do you got? Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, do you got my theme song there?
I got it. I got you, dog. Tonight on Frank News. You got some serious news tonight for us, Frank? Or any scandals?
The man on the street.
No.
Next gen AMD Threadripper is coming, but Crossfire for multiple graphics cards remains dead.
Aw.
I mean, it's really it's a joke that yeah. Who gives a shit at this point? Like, the games aren't made for it. It's bragging rights to have a light up SLI bridge, because if you have an AMD pair of cards, you don't need a fucking bridge anyway. And
Would you ever put another 2080 in your build? 'Cause
When
you
I-
got the power supply for it,
that's why I spec'd it. I made it so that I could put two 2080 Ti's and my the higher end GPU at the time, or CPU at the time, and I'd still have enough power, to run it. So,
But this is saying specifically for Crossfire, though.
yeah, so multi graphics cards, yeah, whatever. Yeah, at this point, I mean, I'm going to need another graphics card, but SLI is, whatever. Whatever.
You're gonna need one for more monitors or something.
Well, yeah, a drawing monitor. I'm already at the limit, and I'm not doing a DisplayPort hub bullshit because that's just branching out to an adapter. And why do that when I could just stick a card in there and be done with it?
Oh, you don't want to DisplayPort the USB to your crappy hub there to your computer?
No. They make a DisplayPort hub, which you plug one DisplayPort cable in, and it branches out to like 4 DisplayPorts.
Oh, that's gotta be terrible, man.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
All of them
Anyway.
go out.
NVIDIA releases big driver update with ultra low latency mode, and integer scaling, and more. Apex Legends, Forza, and Battlefield frame rates increased by up to 23%. So I need to check my drivers. Not going to do
Yeah,
it
you
while
want
I'm
to
on the
have.
show.
You need to have better integer scaling, right?
I have no fucking idea.
How's your integer scaling now?
I don't know what any of that is. But yeah, I mean, there's new drivers. Update your shit.
I think maybe that has to do with like the, like something in the graphics maybe makes it more
my stores are
precise.
my stories are basically the headlines, the story. Next.
Just something for me to copy and paste into the notes.
I don't want to read. Oh yeah, when I said shut up, Ted, about Google extends life of Classic Hangouts to June 2020 for some. We know that Google Hangouts will die one day, and that most of us will have the opportunity to transition over to something else, possibly Google Hangouts Chat. Today, though, the death of Classic Hangouts has been given somewhat of an extension for select users that were originally going to be impacting up by its demise as early October of this year. Google announced this morning that G Suite customers who use Classic Hangouts will no longer have to worry about transitioning over to Hangouts Chat in October. Instead, because a whole bunch of G Suite customers told Google that they needed more time, Google is postponing any sort of final transition date to no sooner than June 2020. So yeah, I guess if you paid and then bitch, they say okay.
Well, hey, if it works at least for chatting.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sucks next.
Nah. That's
Apple
something to
TV.
think about.
Nah. Google does not care about you, just like Logan's shirt. Apple TV Plus reportedly launching in November for $9.99 a month. It will go head to head with Disney Plus. Disney will win.
Yeah.
Like my wife, she's all about saving money and all that, but no, she wants to get Disney Plus because they're gonna have exclusive shows and shit and movies on Disney Plus, and we like Disney in this household. Yes, I know they're evil, but
Well, are you talking about all the Marvel shit or
what?
like with Disney? Like, are you talking about Marvel stuff or?
No, the Disney franchises. My wife has how the old Disney movies used to come in the white VHS cases.
Yeah.
She has shelves of just those.
Oh, so she's the big Disney fan then.
Why is it just her?
Well, I don't picture you like into all that Disney, like the cartoons and stuff.
Motherfucker, you don't know me.
Well,
You
okay,
think-
what did you think about that new Aladdin movie then?
That's live action. I don't give a shit about that. And I'm not going to see it because one, it didn't have to be made, and two, I'm on the fence because I really don't know about Robin Williams as Genie. He's gone, so now it's got to be Will Smith.
Yeah, I felt like that was kind of disrespectful.
Well, if it's going to be done, it's got to be somebody.
Yeah.
So, don't know. But, yeah. No,
So like
I'm,
you're a big fan of like the old school Disney stuff then?
yeah, my wife and I, we watched The Lion King a couple nights ago.
Was that another thing you want to see too? Is the new Lion King? Because I heard
Oh,
that
no.
was actually decent.
No, I want to see that because it's still got James Earl Jones in it. I don't care about Beyonce, fuck her, but
Fuck her.
yeah, fuck Beyonce, but James
Fuck
Earl
her in
Jones
the
is
butt?
back. No, James Earl Jones is back. Okay, that's the only guy who could do that role.
Jones.
And Seth Rogen plays Pumbaa. Yes, I approve of that. And Zazu, the bird that follows him around that has an English accent for some reason. You know who he's played by?
Who?
John Oliver.
Huh.
So they totally updated the cast for 2019. Yeah. So we both like Disney. I like the old stuff. Like I said, DuckTales, dude. That's a Disney show.
Yeah.
I got excited when they announced that they were recasting the new DuckTales. I was like, what? So yeah, I follow that shit. I care. You don't know me, motherfucker.
I didn't know you had a soft spot.
Soft, like the top of my head.
Yeah.
I think, but nothing happens.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that they did like a lot of hours went into just the CGI for like all the fur and stuff with Simba. Like when he was lifting him up and stuff, it was like those were pretty good shots.
Well, one of the first movies I saw that had CGI fur that I read an interview where they were pissed off they had to do it was the Flintstones when they throw that saber-toothed cat out for the night.
Yeah, didn't they have to do that too for like Monsters Inc. or whatever?
Yeah, if you look at the first one versus the sequel, you can see the difference in the fur.
Yeah.
Because it was so hard. But yeah. Anyway, so Apple's going to try their stuff. At $9.99, the Apple plan is more expensive than both Netflix basic plan and Disney Plus, though cheaper than Netflix's $12.99 standard plan.
Here's my problem is that all these different streaming channels is like they're all separating now, and it's all gonna be like channels, just like regular cable, you know?
Yeah.
You have to each get their own content.
Well, okay. Obviously, like I said, they're going to have original Disney stuff, which Disney owns everything. And because they own Star Wars, so that's going to be on there. You can't watch Star Wars on Netflix. It's going to be on the Disney Channel. And also, Disney has they're going to have a plan where you can get Hulu, basic Hulu, and ESPN for free. So, if you didn't already have Hulu, that'd be good. But we went ahead and we have Hulu, the extended version with the live TV, and we got ESPN,
so you can watch the sports and stuff.
Yeah, well, because like I said, my wife went to the local college, so we have to be able to watch sports locally. Because when we had Sling, when there's a game on, if you put it on CBS and the game's on CBS, it's blacked out.
Yeah.
So we switched from that to like something else, and Hulu seems to work so far. But we're on the fence. That will be a game changer. If we can't watch the game, my wife will call them and say, "Look, I'm canceling the shit. Give me something else."
Yeah.
And YouTube TV actually has a lot of channels, so we can get 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks or a week? We can get a trial period. So if we can't,
trial period with ads still.
Well, I mean, regular TV has ads, so it's all about because it has live TV. That's the thing. If we can watch ESPN, that's all we worry about. So I'm going to wait till football season, and if we can't watch it with Hulu, then I'll do the trial and see if we can watch it on YouTube.
I just can't believe you said like you tried the YouTube Premium and then they still have that fucking ads.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's so bullshit.
I'm glad I didn't pay anything for it. It was just a trial, but still.
Dude, if you pay for that shit, man, you'd be pissed, man.
Yeah, I mean, I did the uninstall and then downloaded it again and logged in, and it still didn't work. So, anyway.
Yeah.
On to the next shit. Because, Apple, by the way, their shows include the morning show, dramedy about the fast-paced, high-stakes world of morning talk shows starring Jennifer Aniston, Steve Carell, and Reese Witherspoon. Also in the lineup are a sci-fi dystopian thriller starring Jason Momoa, a series about a world where the USSR beat the US to the moon, a Sesame Street spin-off called Helpsters, and a coming-of-age comedy about the life of Emily Dickinson. The only thing is, all that shit's going to be for free on the internet at some point. You know?
Yeah.
So, no one's going to... I mean, like, a lot of the stuff that I wanted to sign up for streaming, like for my special interest shit, is, $9.99 a month. I'm like, that's how much you pay for Netflix, and Netflix has more than one thing.
Yeah. Are you still doing a Crunchyroll?
Yeah, I do that. That's a per year price.
How's that been lately? Good.
I mean, the only thing I don't like the app on Roku because it takes forever to load. But other than that, it's pretty good.
What was the last thing you saw on there?
I don't fucking know, dude. They have what they call simulcast when it shows in Japan and then like within hours it shows on the U.S. So I've watched stuff that's this season. It's just there's certain stuff they don't have. So like I had to go like Hulu has a few that are the same kind of thing. Like they just aired. So I had to fill in the gaps there. So what they don't have on Crunchyroll I can watch on Hulu and vice versa.
Is your wife big in the weeb too? No,
not at all. No, I can't watch it when she's around because I have it on I watch it on subtitle and she can't handle the Japanese voice actors. They wake her up. Anyway, Disney will stream on these devices at launch. So they confirmed its first global launch of the company's upcoming Disney Plus subscription service. Device platforms is $6.99. Where's the devices? Said $12.99 per month trio bundle with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Netherlands pricing. Where's the damn? So yeah, even though Apple has its own thing, you can watch Disney on the Apple TV, Android mobile devices, Android TV, Chromecast, desktop web browsers, iPad, iPhone, PlayStation 4, Roku streaming players, Roku TV, and Xbox One. Pirate TV lineup is the glaring omission on this list, at least for now. So yeah, we'll be able to watch on any fucking thing we want. That's awesome. So yeah.
I forget, why did you have this? You like the you have an Apple TV or whatever?
No, I have the first gen. We got a Roku.
And is that what this was about? Was Apple TV this one too?
Okay. Disney Plus will stream. Disney Plus will stream on these devices at launch. Was the headline, and then Apple TV, Android mobile devices, Android TV, Chromecast, desktop, iPad, iPhone, PlayStation, Roku, Roku TV, and Xbox One.
So are you gonna get this then?
Well, my wife and I talked about it. She's like, "Yeah, we're getting it," because she's a big Disney head, and I enjoy it too. So yeah.
I used to have a girlfriend that was like really heavy into Disney too, and she would collect all those figurines and stuff.
Oh yeah. My wife's been to Disney. It's it's very cool.
Her Disneyland is Disneyland.
Well, we went to Disney World. She went. I didn't. Verizon just announced a partnership with Boingo to resolve its biggest 5G problem.
What? Frank, what was it called?
Boingo. Yeah, that's what I said. Verizon's 5G service is ultra fast, but due to the nature of the wave technology it's using, service from traditional outdoor cell towers tends to vanish indoors. Today, the carrier announced its plan to solve that. A partnership with Boingo Wireless, best known for providing Wi-Fi in a number of airports around the world to get 5G to work better indoors. not a long article. You can read the rest if you want. But that's cool, right?
That's cute. Sweet. Sweet.
I mean, it's not really available yet, so I'm not excited about the technology. I had the story recently that the next 5G device is going to be a OnePlus device, right?
Right.
That's cool for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can trade in. I can put. Yeah, yeah. You can trade in too. You can get money off for your next one for trading the old one. Google Stadia exclusives push potential players to data centers. Updated. Has changed a little bit since I originally emailed it to myself. Orcs Must Die 3 is the latest title that will require internet streaming. Update. In a clarification post on Reddit this evening, Robot Entertainment CEO Patrick Hudson said that Orcs Must Die 3 would be a timed exclusive for Stadia, but the company wouldn't say how long that timing would last. This is a relatively standard setup for third-party exclusive games these days. So, in the original story, Orcs Must Die, the upcoming sequel, you better be ready to use a streaming high-speed internet connection. So, basically, it's going to be exclusive to Stadia.
Basically.
Yeah. And then this whole rest of the article is about, the shit might not be fast enough. Which, But check this out since we're in gaming.
Gaming.
Wait for it. Yeah. Stranger Things.
256 gaming bytes.
Stranger Things is coming to Dead by Daylight in a new update.
I still have yet to see that show at all. Have
I've
you
watched
seen
a
it yet?
little bit of it with
Oh, okay.
I watched a little bit of it with Morgan. I haven't sat and watched it by myself. Asymmetrical horror game Dead by Daylight has added a few iconic killers to the game before, including Nightmare on Elm Street's Freddy Krueger and Scream's Ghostface. Today, Behavior Interactive announced another tie-in to big horror property, Stranger Things. Dead by Daylight pits 4 survivors against 1 killer. The killer is invulnerable and equipped with powerful abilities, and the survivors must work together to open the arena's doors and escape. So yeah. You're basically running around as characters from the show and trying not to get killed.
And this is a video game?
Yeah, you probably heard of it, you just don't remember the visual. Here, hold on. Like, it used to just be you're being chased by a guy with a chainsaw. And, you're being chased by a crazy guy, and, like, it's basically hide and seek with your friends. Like, I think up to 4 of you play online, and you each take turns. You each take turns being the killer. So, like,
So, like,
you know,
one's
you're
like God mode, and then the others are trying to escape.
yeah, you got a timed amount, a timed to run around and hide from the guy who's trying to kill you, and you can see him, but he can't see you. And then after each round, you change it up. So the guy who was the killer last round becomes the hunted becomes the hunter, vice versa, all that shit.
Want to play a game?
Yeah, and like they said, they put in what was it, Freddy Krueger and Scream's Ghostface. So now they're gonna put in the thing from Stranger Things, which that's gonna make them some money. Used with permission.
Yeah.
But that's my last story, sir.
All right.
So I thank you for
Okay.
coming on, sir.
Oh, we're not stopping.
Oh, you're not stopping.
Yeah, keep going, buddy.
Nah,
You can keep
I'm
going until
cool.
you get your camera fixed. How about that? Or
Nah,
USB hub replaced.
that's cool.
We'll wait.
Huh?
We'll
You're
wait.
gonna wait a while, dog. Anyway, thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching us.
Yeah. Hopefully,
Um,
it didn't turn out too bad this time.
we'll
Like, as far
see.
as, like, the streaming stuff. And yeah, I don't know what was going on with Discord. I mean, this Hangouts have been basically perfect the whole night. And it's, I
Yeah,
don't know.
Discord. Even when we weren't streaming, it was just me and you. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Usually Google is the suck.
Yeah. Well, the problem with Discord is, like, it's getting so bloated, it seems like. With just, like, the gaming stuff, you know?
Yeah, shit popping up all over the place, and like you can't just go back to a thing.
Yeah.
You go on one thing, you're like, well, fuck, how do I get back to that?
I don't know. Well,
Uh,
if we have to, we'll be on this for as long as we can, and then we might have to see how Skype is. We'll try again next week with the Discord. Maybe it was just a fluke. I tried changing the server location from central U.S. to eastern U.S., but it didn't seem to make a difference.
well,
So I don't know.
we want our money back.
Yeah, yeah. I'll click like somewhere in like Asia or something, and then it's like perfect for the
Yeah.
server. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, who
That's-
knows?
That's under the hood shit. You guys don't care about that.
Nah.
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 Anyways, bye-bye. Right? As soon as I can find my mouse. Bye-bye.
Oh boy.
Have a wonderful day.
Well, goodbye.
You are the weakest link.
TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
This concludes our broadcast. Yeah, that was fun.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.
Have a good day.